Hi, this is Dr. David Klein with Stages of Life Medical Institute in sunny Longwood, Florida, just a piano's throw north of Disney, as it turns out. What we're going to talk about right now is a brief discussion, as so many of mine are not, on who's in charge, what's in charge, and what do you have to do. All right? So there's a big brouhaha, disagreement right now politically over who is in charge. And so there's a lot of yelling here, yelling there, you're not this and you're not that. When in fact, the country is at war. Was it declared as a war? In a manner of speaking, it most certainly was. There was a general quarters, everybody come to, everybody is involved. Wouldn't you know? It was called a war in the media. It's called a war by the media. And when you're at war, you ultimately have one commander-in-chief. The president calls the shots. And that is the way that it goes. When there's a shooting war, and I've been there, and that is not a lot of fun, there's a certain comfort in knowing that one person is going to make the decision for better or worse. Sometimes right, sometimes wrong, but always with some dignity and with some confidence. You want a confident, strong leader. So guess what? So we've got an issue right now as to, is he in charge or is he not in charge? We have 50 governors and God knows how many hangers-on, trying to decide who is in charge, when in fact, nobody is without a boss. Nobody is without a boss. As a physician, every one of my patients is my boss. As a married man, my wife is my boss. As a father, my kid is my boss. And if I had pets, they would be boss. They're telling me when I have to get up and take them out. The upshot of it is that we all have to work together. It's been said, no man is an island, no woman's an island, ain't nobody an island. That's the way that it goes. But in times of emergency, in times of crisis, you need one person making a decision. And picking scabs right now is the wrong thing to be doing. Now, we have been steered. Our ship is being steered through troubled waters. And actually, it's been working pretty darn well. There are countries on the globe that haven't fared so well because they don't have strong leadership. Generally socialist countries where they're managed by committee. Wouldn't you know it? It's not the way to do anything in business. A committee is a fast way to fail in business, and it's a fast way to fail at war. You can have your counselors. These are important people, and they're not going to agree. If they all did agree, they'd be useless. You wouldn't need them. Who needs a yes man? You don't need this. So stop criticizing the president for being the president. Stop criticizing people for what their personality might be like. We are not electing people to be paper monitor here, as you might have in grade school. You were not electing the king and queen of homecoming. This is not a popularity contest. In business, the person that runs the business is rarely the most popular. It's not a popularity show. Let it happen. We're going to be led in, through, and out of this crisis, but it's going to have to be done by one person who hopes and prays that they get it right. It's the way it was on D-Day, in 1944. There was one individual that had to make the decision whether to blow the whistle and say over the top. And he was prepared to take a lot of grief if it turned out to be a bad judgment. And that is probably the best metaphor that we can see to what's going on right now. The difference is it's not 10 or 20,000 or 100,000 people in boats. We now have 300 million people in their homes. When is it time to go over the top? I would be less inclined to listen to the governor of Michigan, than about anybody else in the country. Bad judgment is bad judgment. At least it's only in Michigan. All right? Bad judgment in New York. At least it's only New York. They made it through California and Oregon, Washington State. They've done a much better job. So what do? We listen to the person in charge. Who is that right now? It is the president. Like him or not, you're not dating the individual. You don't have to like your priest. You don't have to like your minister. You have to listen to the message. You're not dating anybody. So understand, listen, follow, for better or worse, but stop picking him to death until the job is done. Then you can kick him in the tail all you want to. It won't be long before we're out of this, and then everybody will know better as to what should have been done. This is Dr. David Klein, Stages of Life Medical Institute, giving you a little piece of what's been bothering me. Have a good day.